Hello and welcome back to TST. If you're new to the channel, tap on the subscription button and press the notification bell so you can receive news and updates that you can rely on daily.
Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi confirms the next relief bill will be used to push vote by mail. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is looking at a future round of coronavirus response legislation to fund Democrats' plan to force Americans to accept mail-in elections. During a Friday interview on MSNBC, Pelosi said much more than $400 million will be in the next bill so that every person registered to vote will receive a ballot at home. Pelosi used the interview to attack President Donald Trump and his reluctance to pump more money into the U.S. Postal Service. The president wants to privatize the post office, she said. We tried to get funding for the post office in the CARES 1 bill. We had some money in a bipartisan way, but the president, I understand, personally rejected it, Pelosi said.
He says you should pump Lysol into your lung. He doesn't believe in science. Mitch McConnell says states should go bankrupt. They don't believe in governance. The president wants to privatize the post office. The post office has over 90% favorability among the American people. They depend on the post office as a public institution. And seniors now have always been getting their medicine by mail for a long time now, and now even more urgently. People are buying things that are telemarketing and the rest, and they're being delivered by the post office. So at this time, at any time, it's a bad idea. But it's what they're about, privatization, privatization, privatization. Let somebody else go make money off of something that should be a public service for the American people. And we will have to have that fight. We tried to get funding for the post office in the CARES 1 bill. We had some money in a bipartisan way, but the president, I understand, personally rejected it.
Pelosi then tried to connect Trump's opposition to more postal spending with her demand that vote by mail become law, according to a transcript of the interview posted on Pelosi's website. But let me tell you another reason why he may be against it. We have to save lives and livelihood of the American people. We also have to save our liberty, the life of our democracy. Voting by mail is central to this in any event, but at the time of the coronavirus, very essential. We had $400 million in CARES 1. We have to add much more than that in CARES 2 so that people can vote by mail, she said. Pelosi then trashed the Supreme Court for not adhering to her agenda by allowing Wisconsin's primary election to go ahead earlier this month. When the Supreme Court, acting like party hacks, said that the state of Wisconsin had to vote on that day and limited the importance of voting by mail, they were doing a Republican agenda. But the fact is, having those people vote at that time was as if we invited them all to the Mardi Gras. Probably caused more infections. Sad to say, people were standing in line for a very long time, keeping social distance, but nonetheless, having to be out when they should be home. So this is about that as well. This issue of vote by mail and also saying every person who's registered to vote should receive a ballot and that we should have same-day registration for those who have not registered to vote, opening the process, she said. Pelosi is supported by former presidential candidate Hillary Clinton, who has tweeted her support for voting by mail. Republican National Committee Chair Ronna McDaniel pushed back against the vote by mail concept in a commentary piece published by Fox News. Imagine an election where a ballot is sent to a person regardless of eligibility, signed by someone else, picked up and delivered by a campaign operative, and still counted. If Democrats got their way, that is what would happen in Nevada this June and nationwide in November, she wrote. Democrats have sued Nevada in an attempt to block the state from enforcing election laws on the books in their upcoming primary. Their demands? Nevada must suspend its prosecution of ballot harvesters, where the practice is illegal, and refuse to allow election officials to verify signatures on ballots, contrary to state law. They claim this basic check to see whether a ballot is from the same voter who signed up to vote is not needed to ensure the integrity of the election. This is the Democrats' standard for integrity in elections, she wrote. Democrats are using social distancing as an excuse to allow campaign operatives to traffic in ballots and stop the enforcement of crucial voter integrity laws, she added. It is not really about social distancing. If it were, Democrats would not want to put their campaign operatives at risk by sending them door to door to handle thousands of ballots. The only thing Democrats are consistent on is their mission to gut voting integrity and their hypocrisy, she concluded.
Share your thoughts and responses in the comments down below. If you've liked this report, let us know by tapping that like button down below, share the news among friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more news and updates on TST. I'm David Ravine, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, stay home, stay healthy, and stay safe.